Two sectional title games at the O-Arena tonight, and as promised, we have highlights from both. I'm going to get my Vanna White on. We're going to begin with Buckeye Central taking on Mansfield Christian. Bucks came in hot. Mansfield Christian, losers of their last three, kind of ended up working out that way, didn't it?
It did, in fact, work out that way. But before we get to the highlights, I want to congratulate Ashland on winning. I will never go to another one of your games because they're 0-5 when I'm there. But congratulations to Ashland. And tonight, let's get into the highlights with Buckeye Central versus Mansfield Christian. Start things off in the third. Buckeye Central up 34-28. Sam Robertson bumps the lead up to 8 right there. St. Peter's, though, hanging tough. Joseph Rawl gets the friendly Rawl to fall, and it's a 6-point game again. Back and forth we go now. Next Bucks possession. Cade Capel has the ball taken away, but he gets it back, and then he presses the circle button for the spin move, and the Bucks go back up by 8 again. David Hall trying to keep the Spartans in it with some nifty ball handling skills right there. Gets the jump shot to go, but they were trailed by 14 going into the fourth quarter. Late in the fourth quarter, in my opinion, the play of the game, Adam Blunk, he goes coast to coast all by himself.
Get off me.
I know, look at that. And just incredible move there. He finishes with the deuce there. But in the end, too much Bucks. Stone Worm puts the final touches on a 70-58 victory. Did not come down with the dunk right there.
Quickly, just talk about this Buckeye Central team. I believe they're 21-2 now. Really solid basketball team. They can defend, and they also got a pretty nice trio, a nice offensive game as well.
Oh, yeah, they had an incredible balance tonight. 5 players in double digits. Their second half shooting, they shot 50% in the second half.
Wow.
And just incredible balance all across the board. They're going to play Norwalk St. Paul, the number 2 seed, next on Tuesday. That'll be an interesting matchup. Could go either way.
All right, in the second half of this highlight, we have, Mansfield Christian. Yeah, I said it wrong earlier. Clearly, I've never hosted Wheel of Fortune. I don't know what I'm doing here.
These double graphics are throwing you for a loop here.
Mansfield Christian taking on Plymouth. We'll get it right this time. Tell me about this one, Andy.
This is another game. Started off great early on, but Plymouth really able to just pull away from Mansfield Christian, as you will see here in the highlights. And a double dose of highlights for you tonight. The Big Red led by 8 at the break. Best name in the game, Dodge Collins, gives Plymouth an 11-point lead with his triple right there. Middle of the third, Plymouth up by 12. It's Tyson Beebe in transition, beating the defense, finishing for the layup. The Big Red up 14. At the end of the third, Trevor Hammond. He's open in the corner, and he beats the buzzer for 3. The Big Red up 14 going into the fourth quarter. Start of the fourth, Stevie Brown not ready for the Flames to be put out just yet. He keeps Mansfield Christian's hopes alive with that 3-pointer right there. But the backdoor cuts by the Big Red, too much for the Flames. Tyrell Edmonston, his second dunk of the night, puts the exclamation point on a 58-35 victory.
That kid is a beast. He dunks in every highlight.
He does.
What would you say impressed you most about this Plymouth team winning now back-to-back tournament games?
What impressed me, Tyrell Edmonston, he had to sit out actually a lot of this game. He picked up his 4th foul early on in the third quarter, but they were able to play around him in the paint. That was the key. 28-16 over Mansfield Christian. They really controlled the paint, and then they shot 56% for the game. They were able to attack the lane, get easy buckets, whereas Mansfield Christian had to settle for a lot of jump shots. That, to me, was the most impressive thing.
Plymouth will have to take on a tough opponent in St. Mary's, but if they can get by them, Buckeye Central will play Plymouth for a district championship. If that matchup happens, I'm going to assume it will. That's how I filled it out on my bracket.
That's how you filled it out on yours?
How do you feel that's going to play out?
Yeah, I could definitely see that being a matchup. And then as far as that game goes, I saw both teams tonight, and it would be really tough to pick a winner out of who I saw tonight. That should be a very fantastic game. I liked Buckeye Central's balance. I think after tonight, I would probably maybe give them the edge a little bit over Plymouth.
All right. Well, Andy, congratulations on congratulating Ashland.
Hey, hats off to them.
All right, and thanks for joining us all season long.
It was a blast.
It's been a pleasure.
Enjoyed it.
All right, we have one more segment coming up, another double dose of highlights with Sartaj. 2 sectional championships will be crowned again, this time over at Lexington. We'll show you who after this.